Okay, right. Okay, so right. So today's lesson is about website SEO and email marketing. We're going to cover the basics of each one of them. I'm going to give you a few examples of what you can do and what options are available out there. Right. So I'll start presenting the slides. Okay, so I think everyone in the call already knows who we are. So, Active Services Digital is a web development and media buying company. We started in UK, we expanded in Morocco. Now we're in Mauritius, trying to get trying to get on the East Africa side. Um, as a free service, we help businesses for free. We guide them, we give them free advice, we tell them what they need to be doing. We just give them a quick guide on what avenues they need to be taking specifically for their business, and then they can follow these guides. Or if they need us to do any job for them, anything for them, then that's when we charge. Okay, so today's lesson for today's lesson, what will we talk about? The first section would be about what is a website. We'll get a brief idea of what a website is, the benefits of having a website, the steps that you would take to build a website. So what do you need before you get to the point of creating pages, creating content, creating different links? So we go over this. Then once we know what you need to do, we're going to talk about SEO a bit, the importance of it, and how it can really affect your business and can really boost your sales quickly. We'll talk about how you do SEO on the different platforms that you use to build a website, so WordPress, Wix, and Shopify. We'll talk about keyword research, which is a very important aspect of SEO. Before you start doing SEO, it's very important uh, that you do a research of the keywords that you want to target, that you make sure that these keywords are being actually searched by people. So, for example, my website, one of the keywords that is really searched is website development in Mauritius. That's a really searched website. A lot of of my competitors, they use that keyword in their content, and then it gets harder to rank because more companies are using it. So you need to have a look at the keywords that are available. Make sure that that your competitors are also using it. If they are using it, and if they're using it, it means that it's being searched for. They have done their keyword research as well. They're your competitors. They're in the same field, so it would be similar to yours. The next part is the importance of blogging for SEO. When you have a website, it's very important to write articles, blogs about your field, so that Google sees that you have more content about that field. That's when you start ranking higher. So I'll go through all of this, through the basics of SEO, and then through we'll get through all of this, which is a bit more in depth. I will talk about online business listings and the importance of it when you have a website. So we talked about online business listings in our previous lesson last week. We talked about the importance, the power that they have. Um, we talked about the fact that people can leave reviews on there, and that really most people, when they search for services and products and companies around them, they use online business listings as well. Speaking of websites, we're going to talk about website speed optimization, which is very important. You need to make sure that your potential clients, are landing on your website quick, and that it's loading quite quick as well. The next part is mobile optimization. You need to make sure that your website is accessible on the phone, because most people use their phone nowadays and not really the computer as such. So you need to make sure that your website is fully accessible, there are no breaks, there's nothing missing. And then the last part of this session is email marketing. So we'll talk about the different tools, how you use them. I'll show you how I'm using email marketing at the moment, and then you can try to do something similar for your business. All right. So what is a website? So by definition, a website is a digital storefront representing your brand online. It's a collection of different web pages that are accessible via the internet, via browsers like Google, via other search engines like Bing. Websites can serve various purposes. So a website is not limited to one purpose. You can do many things with a website. You can sell products on it. You can advertise your services. You can use it to talk about a topic. You can do many things with a website. So for a business, a website is mainly used to facilitate transactions and interactions with your customers. So when you have a website, your customers will know exactly who you are, what services you offer, what are your different reviews, what are the different options that you have, the different discounts. All of this can be done and displayed on your website. So the benefits of having a website for your business. So let's say your business is a very niche one. It's one that is really unique in the whole world. So the benefits of having a website is that you will get a global outreach, a global reach. So for example, if you sell something that's very specific to Mauritius and you're able to ship it to other countries, having a website would really help because people from other countries that might be looking for this can see your website and can see your brand. So you get that global reach, which gives you access to much more clients. Also, if your service or if your products are limited to the local people in Mauritius, then having a website is also beneficial for this because most people nowadays use Google to search for information. So if you're there, people will look at your website. If you write your content properly, then they'll automatically contact you, and that's work and business coming to you. The next benefit is about customer convenience. Again, customers can view your offerings. They can purchase on your website if you have an e-commerce website, or they can contact you directly and talk to you and learn more about your business. Another important part of websites is data collection. So you can view when you have a website, you can view how many people access the website, what are their demographics, where they're coming from. You get a lot of information when you have a website. So by using tools like Google Analytics, Google Search Console, there are many other tools that you can connect to your website, and all these tools will track your traffic. They will track who's coming to your website. And also another point of this is by having forms on your website, and if you have a lot of traffic, the users are going to fill up the forms, and that's more data for you that you can use later for email marketing, for retargeting. You can contact them directly. So there are many things you can do with this. Also, of course, a website gives you a competitive advantage. So for example, if you're a small business and you know that your competitors do not have a website, and most of them do not have a website, if you have one, you'll automatically look much better. You'll look more professional as well, and it sets you apart from the other people in competition with you. So it really sets you apart. It shows that okay, people can buy from your website directly. uh, you work much closer to tech than the others, which is an advantage. More people now rely on tech, rely on e-commerce, rely on online stores to buy things. So having one website for your business really helps. So steps to build a website. Let's get into it. The first step that you need to do is to buy a domain. What is a domain? I'll show you the simple example. So if we go to my website here, activeservices.online, this name here, that's a domain. That's what a domain is. So for your business, you need to make sure that you purchase one like this. And to purchase a domain, there are many platforms that you can use. So I've written it here. Some platforms that you can use to purchase a domain. The most common ones are Bluehost, GoDaddy, and HostMyCode. So HostMyCode is the one that I personally use. Their prices are very good. They are also at their speed. Their website loading speed is also very fast. They're much faster than the bigger companies somehow, and the prices are much better as well. So what you need to do first is go purchase that domain. So I'll show you an example on Bluehost, because Bluehost has more domains than everyone. We'll go to bluehost.com. Okay, so on here you have many options. There are many things that you can purchase. What you want to do is go to domains. Okay, and here you can type your domain. So I want to buy something for uh, marketingmauritius.com. Okay, let's say I want to buy this. I'll just search for it. And then it will go look in the directory. So every domain is registered in a central directory, which means if you buy this domain today, it's not available, but if it was available and if you bought it, no one else could have bought it. It's yours. So it's the same thing for every other domain on the internet. If someone bought it already, it's theirs. You cannot buy it, or they can put it for sale, which is another whole process. So if you want to buy a domain, you try to look for the domain. One very important thing is when you're buying a domain, make sure that this sentence here has the keywords of your business. For example, if you're selling shoes, I would advise having shoes in the domain. It doesn't matter that it doesn't match your company name as such, but having the name of having the keyword of the business really helps for your ranking. I purchased this domain a long time ago, so I didn't do that. But now, if I was to buy a domain, I would choose one with web. For example, if I wanted to buy a domain for UK again, I would choose UK web agency. I'll choose something like this. Okay, this one is not available, but others are. So I can go and look for something like this, and then that's keywords that people look for online. So when people are looking for UK web agency on Google, you come up automatically first because your website name is this. So my advice to you is, you want to purchase a domain, find something that has the keyword of your business in it, and it can have your business name as well. So the keyword and your business name, or something around the keyword. Okay, so you can buy this here. Again, the domains, they each have different prices depending on what you want. Some of them are much more expensive than the others. For example, .co, that's more expensive. One of the most expensive ones is .io right now. I've seen that. Okay, this one's available, but it's $50. And the pricing of this is per year. So when you buy a domain, you will have to pay this amount every year to renew the domain and to keep the domain for yourself. Because when you buy it once, it doesn't become yours forever. You have to renew your license. And this is the fee every year. So let's get back to it. The next step of building a website is choosing what platform you're going to build your website on. You need to make sure that you select the appropriate one for you. If you're doing e-commerce, I would advise Shopify. It's very easy to use and it works very well with social media and with other platforms. Of course, Shopify is paid for, so I'll go through each one of them. So Shopify is that's for e-commerce, and Shopify you have to pay for it every month. They have monthly subscriptions that you have to pay. It's about $39 or something. I'll just show you. So Shopify, I was looking for this. Can go on there, go on the first link. Again, Shopify very useful when you do ads and target people to your website directly. Shopify works very well. It's also quick. Of course, they give you free trials or $1 per month trials. So you can try that, and then after that, you're gonna have to pay the monthly fee, which I believe is around $39. How much does Shopify cost? Okay, they don't tell you this here, but it's around $39 every month. Okay, so if you're going for this, you buy your domain first, then you go to Shopify, purchase the license, and then connect your domain to Shopify. Then your domain will have Shopify on it. The next one is Wix. Wix also works the same way as Shopify, and Wix is, I would say, a mix between WordPress and Shopify. It has e-commerce, it has the same features as WordPress, and again, Wix works the same way as Shopify. You buy your domain, you go to Wix, and you purchase the license. Okay, so the license, I think, not sure of the price. Again, all these platforms, the prices keep changing throughout the years. In the beginning, it was quite cheap, but of course, they increased the price because they had more features. So here you go. You choose the package better for you, which is better for you. I would advise, for example, if you're a single business, if you want to build a single website, I would advise buying the basic ones just to try it to see how it works. And then the advantage with all these platforms is that you can always upgrade. So if you're on the basic one, you're using it, there's something missing that you need, you can upgrade to the next one and so on. Same thing for Shopify. Shopify Premium, the premium Shopify is one, a bit expensive, but again, if you need it, you can purchase it. So that's for Wix and Shopify. You buy the domain, connect it to the platform. Now, if you want to use WordPress, which by the way is the first website builder that has been created, WordPress exists since the longest time, and personally, I use it a lot. It's really helpful. It has a lot of free plugins. Has a lot of free features that you can use. So the way WordPress works is you need to buy a domain first. Then the next thing you need to buy is hosting. So what is hosting? Hosting is a space, is it's a space on a server somewhere in the world. So it can be in America, it can be anywhere in the world. So when you purchase hosting, you get a space in that server and you can put your website on it. The difference is the difference with this is that Shopify and Wix, they give you that hosting already. That's why you don't have to purchase it separately. They just give it to you, connect your website, your domain directly, and that's much easier. But if you want to use WordPress, you need to purchase a domain, and again, you need to purchase a domain, then you need to purchase the hosting. So the hosting that I use personally is from Host My Code, which I would go directly from my website. So on here, of course, I used Host My Code, and I also partner with them. So I partner with them to provide hosting in Mauritius. So I'll show you an example. If you're buying hosting, I would advise the cheapest package again from shared hosting service from shared hosting, and this one is 640. The simplest one is 640 per year, which is very cheap for hosting. If you were to buy hosting, for example, from Bluehost, Bluehost is quite expensive. If I go choose the same exact one, if I go to hosting, shared hosting, again they have WordPress options, but buying shared hosting is better because it allows you to grow on the long term. It allows you to do more things than just WordPress. You can write codes, you can do many things with shared hosting. So if you go to shared hosting, for the basic one, it's about $2 per month, 2.95. So uh, if we do that per year, that would give you $36, which is already more than the one that you have on Host My Code. So I'll click on Buy Now. I'll show you the comparison. You'll see the different options that you have, and you can compare it and see which one is better. Okay, so you go to shared hosting here. Okay, we're already on here. Okay, you can choose different servers, whichever is better for you. It doesn't really matter where your server is. So if you were to buy the primary package, one other thing, HostMyCode is an Indian company. Again, uh, it's very good. I've used it for more than 2 years now. Never had any problem. It's very, very fast. It's faster than any other hosting that I've used, and they give you much more space. So this is the space that you get. You can host a single domain, as we mentioned. So that's all basic packages. Of course, you can install WordPress on it, and you can do much more. So they give you more than Bluehost. Bluehost only has this. Okay, and another thing is Bluehost. So when you buy a hosting package, one very important thing that you need to know is that you need to purchase something called an SSL. So what is an SSL? It's the security for your website. It's to secure it and to make sure that it's being seen as a secure website by Google and other platforms. So I'll show you an example. For example, Canva, you see connection is secure. So if you click on this, you see this lock, or if you go to any website, you would see a lock. That lock is what SSL is. So you need to make sure when you're buying hosting that SSL is provided. A lot of them, a lot of the different providers don't give you an SSL. Then you need to go buy it separately, and it just takes a long time, and it's just more hassle for you. So make sure that they give you SSL. This one, they give you SSL for the first year, so it's free for the first year. Then you have to pay for it on top of this. So again, that's more cost for you. So if you were to take this one has automatic SSL, and it's just better really. That's what I use. Okay, so that's hosting. So once you buy this, you would get access to a platform. So let me just open it and show you. Um, just need to open it on another browser. One sec. Post my code. Okay, just sign in with my Google account. Okay, so you'll get access to something like this. Okay, they'll give you your services here, shared hosting cPanel. Of course, I use the bigger option because I have several websites on here. So you get this, you go to manage, log into cPanel, you connect your domain to it. So there are ways to do that. Of course, you can go on YouTube, or if you're stuck with it, you can ask me. It gets very technical here, as you can see. Um, but there are a lot of videos online. This platform, they have their own documentation and support. You can ask support to help you, and they'll help you. So you get access to something like this. You'll go to WordPress Manager. Again, remember, this is only for WordPress. If you're using WordPress, then you need to buy that hosting. Do that. So of course, I have several websites here. You click on install. You go through the whole step of installing WordPress. You choose your domain. I have several ones here. I have a lot of them here. You choose one of them. You choose your domain, sorry. And then you install it on here. And then we go back to my website. And then once you've done all of this, again, lots of videos online. You can watch all of them. So once you've installed, you'll get access to a dashboard like this. So this is WordPress. So WordPress, I'll go through it. I won't go through the other ones. They're quite easy. If you understand, if I show you this one, the others will seem very easy to you. So WordPress has different sections. The first section that it has that you want to go to is your settings. Again, same thing on the other platforms, Wix and Shopify. You want to go on settings first, and you want to add all your details here. You want to add the name of your company. You want to add the URL of your company. Then the next thing you want to do is check links. So permalinks in this case. So there's a structure you need to follow. Again, that's technical. So to set up a WordPress website, again, there are loads and loads of videos online. You can watch them, follow step by step, stop it where you need to, take notes, do what you have to do, and then your WordPress site is set up. Again, when it's set up, you won't have access to many features. What you need to do then is go to plugins. Same thing on Wix. They have instead of plugins, they call it apps. Same thing on Shopify, they call it apps. You go to apps, you install what you need to use. So, for example, if you're using WordPress, I use Elementor to edit the pages. So Elementor is a page builder. So there's a difference. WordPress is a website builder. Inside the website builder, you have plugins which are page builders. So you would do the same thing on Wix, you do the same thing on Shopify. You first install a page builder. You try you in the beginning, of course, it won't be easy. I would advise try different ones and stick to the one that's easier for you. So you download Elementor, okay, which is your page builder. Then you see a lot of other plugins here. Essential add-ons for Elementor gives me more features in Elementor, which is the page builder. Lightspeed Cache is for the speed of the website. Again, same thing on Wix, Shopify. You would go and install something to optimize the speed. I have something for accessibility, something for redirections. So it gets quite technical here. I would advise, if you want to learn more about websites, really take a course on it. So we work closely with Info Club. So Info Club is a center that gives a lot of IT courses. So if you want to learn about website development, web development, they have courses for this. And and of course, you can take courses and learn more about this, or you can sit, watch YouTube videos, and try your best. Try your best and go through all of this. So I'll show you an example of how a page builder works, because that's the basic for all the platforms. You go to your pages, you you go to your pages section on here, you add a new page, you see I have many pages here. You add a page, so I'll come to this bit. This is SEO. We'll come back to this. You add your name, you add the name of your page. Okay, I'll just call it test. Okay, there are many settings. It'll take time for you to get used to it, but once you get used to it, you'll be able to do it. So I'll set it to private for now, because I don't want people to see it anywhere. Okay, so once you've done that, you edit it with your page builder. Okay, so for me, I've set my website such a way that when you create a page, it's empty. It's completely empty. And in here, you have different widgets, different tools you can use. You drag them on the page. So first thing, I'm gonna drag a heading. Okay, you have options to change the colors. It's different a bit everywhere. So you get used to it. Add headings, add content. Try it, and then see how it works out for you. And again, websites can be quite tough. If you need help, if you need us to make a professional website for you, we'll do that. Of course, we're very affordable. We give a lot of facilities to our customers. So if you want us to really make a good one for you, we'll do that. And we'll work very closely with you. We'll show you every content we're adding. So this is the basics of website. I've shown you the basics. It's the same concept everywhere. You pay the license, you pay everything, and then you get access to it, get the page builder, start creating your website. So I'll go back to the lesson. I won't go too deep into the website development. It's very there's a lot to learn on there. If I have to go on there, it's many days of lessons. So I would not go in there. If you want, watch videos and see how it all works. So let's get to SEO. What is SEO? SEO is defined as search engine optimization, which means optimizing and setting up your website and your pages to be seen and to be read by search engines like Google, like Bing, and like other search engines that are available. So each search engine has an algorithm that they follow. Again, the same way social media works, the same way all these online platforms work, they have a certain algorithm that they follow to make sure to know how they rank businesses and to know how they're going to rank different websites. So again, these algorithms keep changing. There are updates that come out every month. For Google, it's really every month. And they release documentations that you can go read and see what they want you to do. Again, they'll tell you, okay, this month we've switched the algorithm. We want to see more videos on websites. And they've actually done this. Now they want to see a bit more videos on websites. That's why I've posted our lessons on the website directly. So it's going to help me on the SEO side. It's going to show Google that I have a video on my website, and then it makes me rank better. The next part of SEO is on-page SEO. So I'll show you an example. Right now, if you were to type Wix development in Mauritius, we are in the top rankings. That's because we've optimized the page. We've set the page such a way that when people type this, Wix developer or Wix development, anything, would come out as one of the top results for Mauritius. So if I go to this page, you'll see how this happened. First thing, you would see the keywords a bit everywhere. You'd say a bit of Wix websites, Wix website development, why to choose Wix. So you need to write your content such a way that your headers and your content contain the keywords that people are looking for. For example, if you're selling shoes, you want to name the page. You want to have the heading, sorry, of the page, uh, best shoes in Mauritius, for example, or cheapest shoes in Mauritius, something like this that people are looking for, and write your content around that keyword. That's what I've done here, and then now Google sees me as the best result because I have a lot of information about this, and I also write blogs about this. So I'll come to the blog section later. So the first thing you need to do, have a nice page with a lot of content about the topic you're targeting, and make sure that another important thing, a lot of people just write the keyword so many times that it doesn't look natural. Google has developed such a way that it can read sentences and know if you've just put a lot of keywords, if you've just stuffed a lot of keywords on there, it will know. So it will penalize you and then you won't be ranking. So you need to make sure when you're writing the content that it's natural, that you can read through it, and few places in it you just place um, your keyword. Okay, so write your content, have different separations, make the sentences quite short, make small sections, have a lot of details about your service or products. Another important thing of a web page is having this section of FAQs. So FAQs is something that is read separately. When Google reads the page, it sees FAQ as a very important piece of information, which is one of the reasons we're ranking, is because we have FAQs in here. So we are answering questions that people might have. So these are questions that people might type in Google search, and we're answering them here. So Google sees, okay, this website has the answer to questions that people have, so we'll rank it higher. And then you want to link other pages of your website, related pages. So in this case, I've linked articles that are related to websites, to website development. So again, this also increases your chances of getting ranked higher, because Google can see that you have more articles talking about the same topic. So the topic is website development. They'll see this, they'll rank you higher. Then, of course, at the end, if you give services, I would really advise having having a form that people can fill in and ask you questions. If you sell services now, if you sell products, sorry, if you sell products, that would be a bit different. If you sell products, I'll show you this one. This one is a Mauritius company that sells chains. So if you're selling chains, you want to have, again, the keyword that you're targeting, so the title of the chain, and in your descriptions in here, you want to optimize this so that it has more of your keyword that you're targeting. You want to have links to other chains. Again, this website has not been optimized for SEO. It's just the basic. So if you do the basic here, you see how it is, and it will be the same principle. You want to add more links, you want to add FAQs, you want to add links to articles. Same concept for products. Okay, so you do this when you write your content with the proper keyword, and then Google would rank you. Okay, then the next part of SEO is off-page SEO. So what is off-page SEO? So I'll just open it a bit bigger so that you can see. Off-page SEO is building backlinks and making sure your domain and making sure there are many other websites linking to your domains. So how do you do this? If you know people, if you're friends with other people that have websites, you can tell them to just add a little blog about you, just add a little article about you, and add a link from their website to yours. That again makes you seem better to Google, because other companies are talking about you. Another way you can do this is by business listings, like we discussed last week. You have business listings on there. You'd have links, and these links direct everyone to your website. So you would need to be building a lot of different links. I'll show you an example. If I was to Google WordPress, um, okay, website development Mauritius. Again, this one is in progress. I'm not ranking yet, but I'm working on it. The first result is Sortlist. So Sortlist is not a website provider, but it's a listing website. So on there, I've went and listed my business. And in here, okay, we do not have anything yet, but I'm listed in here as one of the businesses providing web design services in Mauritius. Again, I created this, I've not optimized it, there's still a lot of work to do. So it's already on here. So you need to do the same thing for your website, for your brand. Go list yourself on platforms that are relevant. Type the keyword that people would look for your business, and then go list yourself in all those platforms. So all these are competitors. Okay, you can't list yourself on their website. You have good firms. Good firms is another one. Again, this one has a lot of different people. I've also listed mine on here. It's somewhere down the line. I need to optimize it again. So these listings also need to be optimized, by the way. You need to make sure you add all your information, your logos, every detail. The way good firms work, for example, you need to pay them to rank higher. So I didn't do that. I've just listed my business here, and that's a backlink. You see, click on visit website, and that goes to my website. So do the same thing for your website. Go to your niche, see the listings that are available, and try to list yourself. Create an account there. Of course, if you don't know how to do this, you can watch session 3. In session 3, we went through how you can create business listings, profiles on different websites. So it's the same concept everywhere. You watch it, you'll know how to do it. Okay, so I'll get back to the lesson. Sorry, just having an issue here. Okay. Just need to stop sharing 1 sec. Okay, I'll start sharing again. Okay, there we go. So that's off-page SEO. You want to build links, and then the next part is local SEO. So there again, there are many parts to SEO. The next part is local SEO. So you want to create a local business listing. So that's Google My Business. We talked about this in session 3. If you didn't attend session 3, I've sent the recording on the group. You can watch it. So local SEO, you would go create a Google business account. I'll show it quickly. So if I type active services, okay, I type this, you would see this box here. That's a Google business account, and that counts as local SEO. I've put my address on it. So when people, for example, Google, I think website development in Portlace, we're based in Portlace. If they type this, okay, and then they go on Google Maps, okay, we're somewhere here. Yeah, we're here. I just created this account last week, and we're already ranking like fourth or fifth on it. So you can do the same thing, create a business profile on Google Maps, and people would see your business here, and this counts as local SEO. Same thing, you can create this on other maps. So I won't go into detail. Session 3 really goes into detail for each one of these. You can do that for your business. And the advantage with local SEO is that you don't really need a website to do this. If you don't have a website, if your business does not have a website, and if you're not planning to have one, again, if you want to seem above competition, I would advise having a website. But if you don't have the budget, or if you don't have time to really go create one, I would advise still doing the local SEO. List yourself on there, add your details, and again, that puts your business out there in public. Okay, the next bit is about the benefits. So, what are the benefits of doing SEO? As you've seen, I've shown you already how it works and what it does. So, the real benefit of it is you get more traffic, and SEO does not cost anything. It really does not cost anything. You get more traffic. You get more traffic over time. Your business looks better in the eyes of your customers. It's cost effective. Like I've said, organic SEO is free. You just need to sit and write the good pages, configure the keywords, and configure the keywords, and then you would be ranking. You just need to really work on the quality of content you're writing. Another thing is trust and credibility. If you're ranking higher, more companies will trust you because Google is advising them to click on your listing. Your listing is first, which means Google trusts you. If Google trusts you, your customers would trust you. Okay, the next part is user experience improvement. Again, it's really beneficial to users. For example, if you have returning customers, and if they can just Google your product and your first, that's a better experience for them. Okay, so let's get into more details of how to do SEO on WordPress, Wix, and Shopify. Again, the concept is the same. The first thing you want to do is write a good page with good headings and good text. Now, that's not the only thing you need to do. The next thing you need to do is download a SEO plugin or app in Wix and Shopify. You need to download these plugins. So, for example, in WordPress, this plugin is called Yoast SEO. I use this one. There are many other ones. In Shopify and Wix, they have their own SEO platforms. Again, when you're downloading plugins, so if I go to plugins here and add new, one advice that I give you, if you're looking for SEO, for example, if you're adding plugins and apps, one advice that I give you is to look at the one with the most active installations and the ones with the best ratings. So if you have this, it's more than certain that it works really well, and that's really user friendly. It has a lot of documentation, and that a lot of people use it. So if a lot of people use it, you do the same thing. You use it too. You can use the other ones, but they would have some features missing, or they would not really be user friendly. It would be hard to understand. So I use this one quite easy. Same thing for the other platforms, Wix and Shopify. They would have their own SEO plugins. They would have additional ones. Use the one that's more popular, and that's going to be more easier for you. And again, more popular means it has more videos online for you to watch. It has more tutorials for you to learn from. So stick with the most popular one. Okay, so you download that, and then what you need to do is go configure it. So when you install this, it's gonna give you a whole screen and steps that you need to follow. You add your company details on there. You add if there are products, you add your products on there, and then what happens is that when you go to your pages, same thing for other platforms, by the way. When you go to your other pages, for example, I'll go on this one and click on edit. You would get access to something like this, to this screen down here. So in here, you can put your focus key phrase. Your focus key phrase is your keyword. So this one, I put e-commerce development in Mauritius. You can put a description. So what this is, I'll show it to you right now. So if you go to Google, so all these fields are these, is this. So the focus key phrase is this line. The meta description, as you can see, um, sorry, yeah, as you can see here, so focus key phrase, meta description. You can see in the small snippet here, that's the title that will appear on Google, and that's the text that will appear just under it. So you want to configure this such a way that it has all your keywords on there. Um, yeah, you want to set it up such a way that it has your keywords. Again, they will give you a lot of advice what you need to do. Some images are missing, and again, SEO is a very complex thing. Till today, most people that do websites don't really understand it fully. Even I have a lot to learn from it. It keeps changing every month because of the Google algorithms. So the basic, if you want to learn the basics of SEO, there are courses for it. There are videos that you can watch, but really the best way to know SEO is all with practice. You'll have to do this on many different websites. You'd have to set this up for different keywords, do the local SEO, do all of this for different websites. Only then you would really understand how it works. It's really technical. So if you have a website, or if you want to create a website and you want to rank higher, I've had around 5 years experience with it so far. I've used it every day for 5 years. I've done it for every day for 5 years. So if you need help with it, I can help you. And yeah, so basically that's SEO. Quite complex. It can get tough, but again, if you have the patience to learn it, if you want to go through it step by step, I would advise really go for it. So my slides have gone. Okay, yeah, here you go. So same thing on other platforms. You want to look at the different options available on there. And again, each of these platforms would have different ways of setting it up. Loads of videos for this. You can watch that and try and give it a try. So the next important bit that you need to do, Actually, that's really before writing content. Before you write any content, I should have put this before, but before you write any content, you want to do keyword research. Okay, so what keyword research is finding out what people are looking for online. So, for example, I'll show you some tools. So, some of the tools that you use to do this, the best one is Google Keyword Planner, because you want to know what people are typing on Google. Or you have, just put this a bit bigger, or you would have others like SEMrush or Ahrefs. So you can use any of these, but I would advise going to Google. So you just type this on Google, Google Keyword Planner. Okay. So I'll take my business for example. You go to the first link. Okay, go to Keyword Planner. Again, you won't have access to this directly. You need to set up an account. You need to give your details, and then you'll have access to this. And yeah, this is all free, so you can use it. Okay, so you get access to something like this. You click on discover new keyword. So for example, I want to see website development Mauritius as keyword. Okay, so let's say I want to focus on this. So what it's going to do, so I press enter and click on get results. Make sure the location is Mauritius. If you that's if you're targeting Mauritius. If you're targeting other countries, make sure you choose that other country you're targeting. So get results. So I can see here, so I get a screen like this, and I get related keywords that people are looking for. So another example in the same field that people are looking for is web developer Mauritius. They want to find a web developer, and in here you can find the amount of searches it gets. So for example, this one gets 100 to 1,000 searches per month, which is quite a bit. Again, Mauritius is it's a very small population. You won't have as many searches, but if I was to change this to, if I remove the location, okay, save. Okay, I won't put Mauritius in here. If I just type website development, okay, you'd see, of course, the result would be much more. Okay, you see a million. Okay, there you go. You see millions of them, millions of searches for this. So again, targeting this as a keyword, targeting very general keywords is very, very tough, because you would be competing with companies that have millions of dollars of resources, and they can afford to do that because they can write so much content on it, and they can do much more than you can do. So I would advise, try to focus really on your niche, try to focus on a location, and try to focus on what you're really doing. Then that becomes a bit much easier for you, instead of trying to rank with these bigger ones. Again, if I go on Google right now and type website development, I would not even get I would rarely um, get companies in Mauritius. You see, I would get brainstation.io, that's international, HubSpot international, this also international. Of course, Google always shows you the businesses. That's not to do with your website. They have their own way of ranking this. You see, the reason they rank this is because this guy has website development, there's web agency, this one is web limited. This would be why. Then you would find other companies like Wikipedia. You can't rank with Wikipedia. It's very hard, almost impossible. So really try to focus on keywords that are niche and that are very specific to your location, that are very specific to what you can really compete with. So always go to Keyword Planner. You can try the other tools and find the keywords that people are looking for. So, for example, let's say someone is looking for buy shoes online, and I want to target Mauritius for this. Okay, so I'll just choose location. I'll choose Mauritius. Okay. Again, you can see that even though the population of Mauritius is around 1.7 or 8 million, I don't remember the exact figure, you can see the reach here is only 800,000, which means that's the only amount of people that really have access to Google and that are really using it in Mauritius. So if I click on buy shoes online for Mauritius, you'd find quite a few. That's because most places don't really sell items. So e-commerce is really a big opportunity in Mauritius. A lot of companies don't use e-commerce. I don't know why. The thing is that e-commerce, you can do e-commerce in Mauritius. There are ways to get your money. You don't have to make them pay by juice or anything. There is a company that we partner with, and they are called MIPS, MIPS.mu. And this company, they provide you with a payment gateway, with a payment screen that you can add on your website, and people can pay with their card. And when they pay using that, the money goes to your bank account straight away. You don't have to cash out. You don't have to do anything. It just goes to your bank account straight away. So you can do this in Mauritius. If you're selling products, really advise, go create an e-commerce website and start selling online. It's going to really improve the trust that people have in you. It's going to improve really the image of your company. And it does not cost that much. You don't have to break bank. You don't have to spend thousands, hundreds of thousands on it. It's very limited. It's a small price. You can try it out, see how it works. If it doesn't work out for you, again, you can stop paying the subscription, and that's it. Okay, so I'll go get back to this. Okay, I got diverted a bit. So keyword research, make sure you're looking at the keywords that people are actually looking for. Don't try to go rank with something you think is good, because people might not be looking for it. So if people don't look for it, it's a bit useless. You're ranking for something that is going to get no clicks, it's going to get no searches. So it's a bit useless to rank for these keywords. So find the relevant ones for you. So I'll go to the next part. Present. So the next part is the importance of blogging. Again, when you have a website about a specific topic, you want to write a lot of articles about it. Like, so I've shown you on my website, there are many articles about website development, because that's one of the services that I give. So you want to write a lot of articles for that. And again, you want to make sure that these articles talk about the keywords that people are looking for. You want to add links. You want to add all the FAQs, all the things that I showed you. And then what happens is that Google will see that you're talking about this topic a lot, and it will slowly increase your ranking. So the more content you add about this topic, you're going to add more than your competitor. And then Google sees you as a better search result because you have more information that people are looking for. The reason why I tell you keyword research is because this is keywords that people are looking for. And then if Google sees that you have this information that people are looking for, they rank you higher. That's the basic of it. That's how it works. So write a lot of blogs and you will rank higher. Another way of doing SEO, of being better at SEO and of ranking higher, is using online business listings, like I've showed you. There's a whole session on it. Session 3 is all about online business listings. Do create all of this if you're having a website, and add backlinks from there to your website, and that will automatically increase your ranking, because again, Google can see that other websites, other platforms are talking about you, and they're linking to you. So they see you as a more valuable source of information. Okay, so next part is about website speed optimization. So I've mentioned it in the beginning of the session. You need to make sure that your website is quick. I go to my website right now, go to the main page. You'll see within 3 seconds it's loaded. Okay, so you want to make sure that your website loads very quick so that people get to information as quick as possible. Another important reason for this is the quicker your website loads, the quicker Google will read it, because it's loading quick. It's giving Google the information quicker than your competitors, and it's just going to read it quicker and rank you also quicker. Same thing, mobile optimization. You want to make sure that your website is optimized for mobile. I'll show you an example. So many of you, I think, have seen my website on mobile. I'll show it to you here. Okay, so that's a way to view mobile. Okay, so you can see here the view is optimized for mobile. I can click on the menu comes up. So this is cut off because of the WordPress bar, but if you go on your phone, you won't see this. You have a nice menu. Your content is displayed well, all your sections, all your content here. So you want to make sure that your website looks clean and that it's optimized for mobile so that people can see everything. Don't want people to go on there and see some characters going off the screen, or seeing images that are just so big that they have to scroll a lot. So you want to make sure that your mobile view also looks good. And that's equally important for SEO. You want to make sure that they fit the screen so that Google sees it as a good result for mobile searches, and they rank you higher again. Okay, next part is Google Analytics and Google Search Console. You want to set this up so that you can track your traffic. Again, I won't go into this. It's quite a very detailed thing. It's very technical. But if you have a website, really go and do this. Go register on Google Analytics. So just type it on Google Analytics, go on there, create an account, put your information, and follow the steps. So what they'll tell you to do is put a sort of code on your website, and they have steps on how you can do this. You can either install a plugin, add the code there that they give you, and Google Analytics will start tracking your website. Or you can add if you know coding, you can add it directly on your website. Okay, so Google Analytics, what it does is it gives you traffic. It gives you the traffic that is coming to your website. It tells you how many people are coming to your website and what they're doing on there, what pages they're using. The second thing you want to do is create a Google Search Console account. Same principle. Go on there, type this on Google Search Console, register your business and your website. They'll give you again something to do, a code to paste somewhere. You paste it there, and then this. So what does Google Search Console do? It will automatically read your website and list your links, your different pages on Google. So if you don't register this, Google won't see your website. So I'll advise, do this, register Google Search Console account. So like the name says it's a Google Search Console. So that's where you would navigate and manipulate everything. I'll show you how this one looks, because this one is much more important, because that's how Google reads your website. So once you've registered with everything, again, it won't show a registration here, but once you're registered, you get something like this. Again, I just started boosting my website and doing SEO on it. Um, so you can see here, you'll get some figures. In the beginning, it will look like this because it's nothing. But as time goes, you would get more data on here. So in here you can see pages that are indexed. So these are pages that Google can read, and these are pages that Google has not read yet, and it's going to read it in the future, so maybe in the next few days. So again, SEO is very technical. You have to use a lot of tools. You can learn it on your own, like I said, but you'll need a lot of practice. Okay, I'll continue here. So the last part of today's session is about email marketing. So email marketing, the way you do it is you create an account on platforms like MailChimp. You have other platforms that do email marketing. If you just go on Google and type email marketing, okay, you'll have a lot. MailChimp is the best one. It ranks highest. It's really the best one, gives you most features. You have Brevo, you have a lot of different ones. So I'll show you MailChimp for today. So let's look at this definition. Email marketing is a powerful marketing channel, and it's a form of direct marketing as well as digital marketing. So what it is you're going to have a list of your customers, your potential customers, and their email. And what you can do is draft really nice emails where you can propose your services, and they can reach out to you, or you can reach out to them again and again. So the way I've used email marketing right now, I've not used it to sell my services yet. I will do it in the future, but right now the way I've been using it is to send you guys emails with the different sessions uploads, with the login to the sessions, with the calendar invites. So I've been using it like this. So if I go on here, if I log in, it should log in automatically. Again, this is free to try. You can try it, and then you would get access to this dashboard. So the first thing you would need to do is connect your email to it. Do this. Then on here you can add your contacts. Okay, you add your contacts. I'll not show you this because it has personal information like emails, phone numbers. So you can add all your contacts on here, and then you go create a campaign. Okay, so I'll show you a basic example. Okay, so there are many campaigns here. Again, this won't show you a lot. So I'll take this as an example. This campaign, I've sent it to around 100 people, I think. 39 of them opened it, and I can see this. So you cannot see this when you're sending manual emails. You can't see all these details. But email marketing platforms like MailChimp, they give you all of this, and it makes it better for you. So you will know, okay, maybe next time I'll write a better email. Maybe next time I'll give a better offer. So here you would see how many people opened, how many people clicked on it, how many of them bounced. Bounce means it didn't get to the person. So you can see all these details here. You can see the performance. There's a lot of different analytics information you can see. So here you can see how many people clicked on what links on this email. Yeah, so you have a lot of information. So I'll give you a small example. If I want to create a campaign, so I click on regular email here. So I clicked on create campaign there, regular email here. Okay, it gives you something like this. Give it a title. It doesn't matter. No one will see this title. It's just for you. So test. Okay. Oh, sorry. I have to edit name. Okay, so you click on edit name, save. Okay, in here, you can choose your recipients. Again, one important part of email marketing is that you can divide your different contacts. So, for example, if you have contacts specific for one service or one product that you want to advertise to these contacts, you can split it into different lists. So, that's what you would do here. You choose an audience that has a tag. Okay, so you choose your audience, and then this email will be sent only to them. So there are ways you can do that in MailChimp. It's very easy. MailChimp is very self-explanatory. There's so many thousands of videos I've watched on it. So you can watch these videos. It's very easy to start with. And again, each of these platforms I've taught you till today, I've taught you the basics of it. But when you get into it, you'll see what you can really do and how far it really gets. So you choose your target audience for this email. Okay, I've chosen everyone. Okay, the from email is this. Okay, you need to configure this when you set up the account. Okay, then you add the subject of your email. Okay, so testing from session 3. Okay, there's a preview text. You can add this or not. It's not necessary. You save it. So subject is the subject of your email. Each email has a subject. You can do that. You go to design email, and in here they'll give you templates, or you can write a blank email. You see, start from scratch. I'd advise, okay, use their templates because their templates are already optimized. They're nice. You can add your images on it. Okay, so here, yeah, you can go on here, edit it, do everything you have to do. So I'll just edit it so that it saves it, because if you don't edit it, it won't save anything. um it will show you errors basically. So you have this. Okay, so this is the basics. I'll just save and exit. You can add, again, you have a lot of widgets you can add here. Okay, you save it, and then that's it. You have your email here, and then you can just send it. I won't send it now. I'll just send an empty email to everyone, and you just send it, and you'll have access to many reports. So email marketing is actually a very powerful tool if you use it properly, if you know how to configure it. It's very powerful. You can do a lot of things. One of the things you can do here are automations. So what are automations is, for example, if you send an email to a list of customers, some of them opened it, some of them didn't. You can set up automations so that the ones that didn't open your email, another email is sent to them after one day, and the ones that opened your email, you send them another one now to follow up, or to propose something better. So you can do automations and do many different things with it. Again, I would advise watching a lot of videos about this. I've used email marketing really for basics. I'm planning to learn way more about this. So if you want to use if you want to do email marketing and reach out to potential clients for emails, do let me know. We can work on it together. We can learn together. That's one thing that I really like doing. A lot of my friends and I, one thing that we do is that we sit on calls like this for hours and hours, and we just learn a lot of new things that really help, and we just really help each other. So if you want to be part of these groups, if you want to learn together and sit and learn new things together, you're more than welcome to do so. You'd meet my friends. They're all developers, graphic designers. They're all very professionals in their field, and they're all in tech. So they all know different things. So you could ask different questions as well. Right. So for this course, I think, yeah. So these are the different tools. We went through this. You have MailChimp, Constant Contact, HubSpot. They all work a similar way. Some of them have less features than the others. Really, if you want to try and give it a go, I would advise go to MailChimp. They have the most features and the most free features actually. And yeah, give it a try, see how it works for you, and keep going if it works out, or if it doesn't, change strategy. But again, this is one of the digital marketing strategies. What I advise everyone that does digital marketing is do a bit of everything. Do a bit of everything so that you're really testing every avenue, and getting the best results that you can get if you're trying all the avenues. Some of them will work better than the others, but most of these tools, you don't even pay to use them to start with. So give it a try. That's my advice to you. So, summary for today, we talked about website building, how you get started. So, I'll give you a quick summary for everyone. If you want to get started with a website, the first important thing, no matter what platform you're using, first important thing, get a domain name. Purchase one. They each have different prices depending on what you want. Purchase one, and then if you're using Wix or Shopify, connect it to Wix or Shopify. If you're using WordPress, then you need to go purchase hosting. So if I was to really compare the different options, I would really go for WordPress. If you wanted to choose something, go for WordPress because it has been around for the longest time. It's the most secure that I've seen. It has a lot of free plugins. You can do a lot of customization with it, and really it works well. So if you want to create a website, WordPress is the one for you. But it's a bit technical to set up, but really works well on the long run. And another thing with WordPress, I forgot to say this in the beginning. Wix and Shopify are paid for. You need to pay their monthly fees. With WordPress, you don't need to pay anything. It's free. So when you purchase hosting, you get WordPress free with it. So on top of it, you can add anything that you need. So on the long run, it's going to save you a lot of money. So if you do the maths quickly, for Shopify, you need to pay the domain every year. You need to pay Shopify every month. Same thing for Wix. For WordPress, you need to pay the domain every year, which is $5, $10 on average, 500 rupees. Then you need to pay hosting, which is 600 rupees for the basic one per year. That amounts to 1,000 rupees per year. On the other side, Shopify, you need to spend every month. So on the long run, if you want to keep, if you really want to make a website that lasts, even though you don't have the budget for it as much, I would advise WordPress. Okay, so the next part that we talked about is SEO implementation. You want to set up your website such a way that people can see it. And the way to do this, do your keyword research around your topic, see what people are looking for, write pages and content around this, and then you'd be ranking. Again, the before I reached first on Wix for Wix website development for this keyword, I had to spend days. It's not hours; it's days. I had to spend days writing the content, making sure it's good. Again, a lot of people are going to tell me, okay, maybe ChatGPT or AI. It doesn't work as well. I've tried it, doesn't work as well. So I would advise really writing the content and spending time on it. So it takes days. And then you need to make sure your titles are well set up, your headings are well set up. Then the other things that Google wants these days is videos. They want FAQs. They want a lot of information. So before you get to the top ranking, unless it's a very niche, very special thing that you're doing. If you're doing something that other people do, getting to the top ranking is tough. So patience, again, if you want to get there, one thing that I advise you is be patient with it, write the content well, and eventually you will get there. Okay, and the last part we talked about is email marketing, all the different tools that you can use, the different stats that you can see that you can't see with Gmail. You don't see that with Gmail or any other email, but with email marketing tools like Mailchimp, you would see who opened your you'll see exactly the name of the person who opened your emails. I haven't shown you that for data protection, but you see this, you see how many people click the links, what links they clicked on, how many people did not get the email. Then you can fix that issue. With email marketing, you can do automations. Another example of it, automation that I will give you, for example, if you have an online store and then someone has added products to their cart but they didn't pay for it, they didn't buy it at the end, that's an automation that you can set up on Mailchimp or on Shopify directly. This is an example of email marketing automation. You can set it up such a way that when this happens, the person gets an email. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I've seen it when I was in the UK. I've seen this a lot. If I get to on a website online, try to buy something, and I don't end up buying it, what happens is that Amazon, for example, or eBay will send me an email, tell me complete your purchase, or the other websites they'll tell me complete your purchase, and they do, and that's done automatically. There's no one sitting behind and monitoring all the baskets. It's done automatically. They track. There are ways to track the basket, and all these emails are sent automatically on their own. So email marketing can be very powerful, but again, all these skills are very high paying skills. Again, if you want to learn it, I would advise, if you want to learn it and really become good at it, I would advise taking a course, doing a certification, so that if you're doing a job in it, people can see that, okay, you've done a certification, you know what you're doing. I would advise take a course, do the certification, and practice. All these three, that's the step to go forward if you really want to get into it. And again, you can do this for your small business. I know this session is for small businesses more than anything. I would advise learn it. Just learn it on your own, and then at one point, if you really want to become a pro at it, take a course in it and do it for your own business. So that was today's session. I hope it really helped and it gave you a bit more understanding, gave you all a bit more understanding of what a website is, how it can help your business, how it can help you look better, how you can sell on it, how SEO really affects businesses. So I'll give you a few examples before we leave. I've done SEO as an employee. I was employed by these companies. I didn't do it as my own company. I was employed by these companies in the UK, and I worked with them a lot. We did a lot of content, a lot of everything, and today they're ranking at the top of Google searches. So, for example, one person I did this with is a notary public, a notary. So we all know what notaries are. So I've done this for him. And now when people Google notary in his specific town where he's located, or notary in London, for example, he's one of the top rankings. And what happens when you're in the top rankings, he makes millions of pounds every month just out of this. So it's very, very, these are very, very powerful skills. If you really want to grow your business online, if you want to do digital marketing well, my advice to you, give it some time and try to learn it. Or if you really, really do not have the budget, the time for it, if you really do not have the time, you have jobs or you have anything else to do, I can do it for you. That's one of the services that I give. I can create a good website for you, do the SEO really well, and that's used, and you're going to start selling automatically. So that was today's session. Again, if you have any questions, you all have my number. You're all in the WhatsApp group. Feel free to reach out anytime. Any questions, let me know. So just for today, anyone has any question that they want to ask, maybe any point that they want to share with others, you can write it in the chat, or you can even unmute if you want to speak. But yeah. Anything from anyone? Okay, just a little thumbs up if you've understood everything and if everything is good. If not, then yeah, reach out to me. Need 2 minutes. Anyone? No. Okay, so I hope my explanation was really accurate. Okay, thank you, Nabiha. Okay, so again, this session is recorded. I'll be uploading it on YouTube. I'll send you the link on WhatsApp. And another thing I'll start doing, and I'll be doing for the next few weeks is I'll break down these sessions in small snippets and small and shorter videos, so that if you want to revisit something specific, you don't have to go look through the whole video. You can just go and watch that specific video. So, for example, I'll make one for website, make one for SEO. I'll make a separate one for email marketing. And I'll do the same thing for the other sessions so that it gets a bit easier if you're looking for a specific topic. So I hope all of this is helping. Again, if you have anything to share, any feedback, please feel free to reach out. Okay, so I'll end today's session here. Okay, yeah, networking event, that's the last one. Yeah, so feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you, everyone.